Hey guys, thank you for joining us. If you need one reason, you might as well have 5. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the sub button because we publish content every day. Best actors are often known as chameleons. They adapt to any role thrown at them. Mothusi Magano, Warren Mosemula, and Themba Ndaba are the best examples of actors that can play any role thrown at them. But for every chameleon in the film and television industry, there are countless actors who get pigeonholed into one type role. And this is usually for the entirety of their career. Some might argue that these actors have no range or simply not versatile enough. It can be that they're really good at playing some specific role, and a lot of these actors have played specific roles that changed their lives forever and were so good and felt the need to repeat the formula throughout their career. Because why fix it if it's not broken? And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get typecast. Internationally, we've seen this with actors like Michael Cera, who's always playing the quirky nerd. We've seen it with Samuel L. Jackson, who's always the mother-tucking badass. And of course, the incredible Morgan Freeman, who is a godly wise man. He literally played God and Nelson Mandela. And in today's list, we look at 5 South African actors who may be using the why fix it if it's not broken formula, or are just unfortunate with casting agents, and we consider them the most typecast South African actors. It is important to note that this list no way questions the actor's ability to take on other roles. So, let's go ahead and check it out. At number 5 is Montlatsi Mufasi. To anyone with eyes, and ears for that matter, know that Montlatsi is very talented. But the years that we've seen him on our screen, he's always the guy next to the guy. He plays characters that no one takes seriously. Of course, at times he gets character development that he deserves. But it's always the wingman or the second thought guy. If not to Parsons Matabane, it's the unwanted Mandla in Funny Furi's Lobola, or the weird friend in Love Lives Here, just to name a few. There's a pattern of Steve Wars to Steve Jobs here. Great in his own right, just not as memorable because everyone says the Sechaba guy because he plays a new version of Sechaba every time, and that's why he's on this list today. Number 4 is Trevor Goomby. We get that Trevor is a comedian, but it seems like casting directors forget that he's also an actor, which includes other genres of acting. If you ask us, he plays the same guy every time, just different outfits and different settings. He was Gideon Gunyimbuzi on SABC 1's Topla, a dimwit security guard who has a lot in common with his character Thomas Goomby on Fat and Set. His appearance on Netflix How to Ruin Christmas and Seriously Single is no different. Sure enough, Trevor's humorous, but is he now the go-to guy for casting directors if they feel the need to add more humor in a movie or a series? You tell us. At number 3 is Ronnie Nyakale. Ronnie Nyakale often finds himself casted as the sinister character, eye patch and everything, and we call it Papa Action and his other versions. Ronnie took us on a trip when he portrayed gangster Papa Action in the first season of the SABC 1 drama series Yizo Yizo in 1999. And as weird and hypocritical it is to say, we never saw him as anybody else after that, but just Papa Action. And it is clear that's how casting agencies saw him too. And we think it is why every role he got after that, he played just another shade of Papa Action, like Ding Dong on Rhythm City, a gangster that no one wanted to mess with. In Generation, though his character has developed and layers have been added to it, Cosmo was introduced to us as a gangster. You can tell that Ronnie is extremely talented, but he just can't seem to shake the other versions or shades of Papa Action. So, what does Generations, Isibaya and Isidingo have in common? A thug in a suit played by Vusi Kunene. At number 2 is Vusi Kunene. He is always the cunning, cutthroat and self-entitled gangster, decorated as a businessman that always gets what he wants. Vusi plays the notorious Jack Mabaso on Generations, a ruthless businessman who always seems to have an upper hand, and who's very much similar to Jefferson Sibego on Sidingo, who's a businessman that just happens to be manipulative, ruthless and aggressive. Who has similar traits to Begi Fangubane on Isibaya, a powerful business mogul who is as dangerous as he is charming and likes to take pleasure in torturing those he believes have betrayed him. See a pattern yet? If not, see his latest character on Gomorrah. Vusi has had a lot of amazing roles in the past, but now it's clear that he's a masterclass of typecasting. At number 1 is Israel Zulu. The joke would be Israel has played Israel in every project that he takes on. When he landed his first role as a prison gang boss in the hit drama Yizo Yizo, he had just been released from prison. Is he then a product of his life story? It could be. Or, as he always says, he doesn't make the decisions, directors and producers do. So it's purely a case of typecasting then, as we naturally see him as a badass criminal. Either we see him on SABC1, Showmax, or the big screen. Israel can't seem to escape the big bad wolf roles. In Tsotsi, he was Tsotsi's abusive father. In Four Corners, a gangster in Joburg. In Namba Namba, a gang leader named Scroof. And Maxda in Hard to Get, a local terrifying gangster. You see a pattern yet? If Vusigunene is masterclass, Israel is Mr. Miyagi.
We're making a mark. We're showing the world that we are the best of the best, among the best.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. That's it for today. Please let us know if you agree with us. Still let us know if you don't. Thank you so much.